Good Monday morning. I am so happy to be with you all this morning. And as you can see, as we continue the conversation on gratitude, ending, or should I say, rounding out the month of November, I am alone here in the studio. Well, kind of. I have the production team here with me, but I don't have a guest per se. I'm going to be my own guest. I'm going to be doing something a little different than I normally do on a Motivational Monday. So this Motivational Mondays is a little special for me because I will be sharing more of my story and why I am completely grateful in this season. So if you've been with us from the start, or if you've come in mid-year, or maybe even this is your first time joining us for Motivational Mondays, you probably know that I share stories of people that I find inspiring. Stories that I believe will inspire you as you start your week and as you continue on this journey that we call life. So I'm so grateful for the people who have allowed for me to share their stories. For me, I know that stories are very, very powerful things. Our stories are our power, and our stories are tools to connect with people, tools to engage with people, tools to encourage, motivate, and inspire. Obviously, that's the entire premise behind Motivational Mondays. But stories can also be personal. And your story is your story. And that's why I'm so honored to have been able to bring so many stories to the world of the people that I find inspiring because they trusted me to share their story. As a person who wants to hear other people's stories, I still have no say about how someone tells their own story, when they tell their story, or to whom they tell their stories. Again, stories are powerful, but even more than that, stories are our power. So, first thing I'm grateful for are my guests, past, present, and future, who have allowed me or will allow me to share their stories. I don't take that as a small thing at all. I'm so grateful for life. I'm grateful for my family. And in this season, I am truly, truly grateful for the opportunity and the blessing to expand my family. This journey has not been one without any challenges. This journey to motherhood has been fraught with many adversities. And I'm going to try to not get emotional here as I talk about parts of my story here, but I am so grateful as I look back over how God has blessed me and has allowed me to be here sharing with you all that I'm embarking upon motherhood. And it was no easy feat, but I remain steadfast. And I really pray that my story will help someone. As a woman who has suffered losses in the past with miscarriages, I felt like I was by myself. I felt like there was no one else going through the same thing that I had gone through. Yes, my husband was there, and we need to also create spaces for the men who suffer these losses because they indeed suffer losses as a result of losing their child. But I felt like I was alone. And sometimes I even felt as if I was being judged. I felt that I was to blame for suffering miscarriages. And my doctor told me that this is something that is very common. It's something that a lot of women go through and suffer through. And to hear that gave me a lot of different emotions because you wouldn't know that because of the taboo that is the conversation around miscarriages. As a Black woman, there's a lot of old wives' tales. You don't tell someone that you are pregnant too early in your pregnancy, because what if you lose the child? And I get that. However, let's think about that. Why shouldn't a woman be able to tell people that she's happy about being pregnant? And if the pregnancy somehow isn't viable, why can't they seek compassion and sympathy and condolences from friends and family? Why can't they seek friendship completely in that moment? And so one thing that I would like to do as we move into 2023 is to create that space where we can talk about everything fertility, the good, the bad, the ugly. And that's something that I'm hoping we've been doing through Motivational Mondays as we cover National Recovery Month, as we talk about mothers in action, as we talk about wrongful convictions. All of the conversations that we've had throughout this year, we've had some pretty tough ones, but we found the silver lining where we can say, going from there, we're still going to keep an attitude of gratitude. And so even in my personal life, I try to respond in the way that I ask for you all to respond when I'm in studio with a guest. I'm going to tell you now, I failed you because I thought that this dress would show the baby bump. It does not. But here being in my third trimester, I couldn't really imagine what it would look like, but I knew that it would happen for me. I knew that one day God would bless me to be a mother of my own child. I've been a godmother for decades. I've been an aunt for decades. My nieces and my nephews have kids of their own, so I'm a great aunt. They all had kids before me. And I have all of these titles. And I love to call myself a community advocate. But knowing that God has allowed for me to be a vessel, and now I can have that beloved term of mother, mom, mama to a child. This is the most important thing that I've ever done. I may have been inducted into the Hall of Fame. I may have a lot of people who look to me for guidance and solution, whether they're community members or clients or whoever is in my space. But this is the most important thing that I have ever done in my life. And it was also one of the most challenging things. We didn't conceive naturally. We went through IVF, which is in vitro fertilization. And so as Oliver always jokes, we paid a lot for this kid. So this kid better leave a great mark on the world. But I share this story because I'm truly grateful. As I look back over the losses, as I look back over the journey to get here, there was a lot of physical pain. There was a lot of emotional pain. There was a lot of spiritual suffering, a lot of questioning, and it was a test of my faith. And so what I decided to do was to hang on to God's promises, as I always ask you all to do. And every single day, when I'm brushing my teeth, when I'm combing my hair in the bathroom, I'm looking at scriptures. And I'm looking at the scriptures that talk about God making a childless woman a mother and giving her a family and making her home happy. And the scriptures that talk about children being a reward. So I know that this is a gift from God, and I just couldn't be more grateful that He's allowed for me to be a vessel and a co-creator in creating this life. And just look at this baby. I can't wait to meet him or her. I will not do a gender reveal. My gender reveal will be when I give birth, because I just want a healthy, happy baby that loves the Lord and that is just blessed. And I know that the baby's blessed because the baby has already blessed me and Oliver and will always be a blessing. So with that being said, I think you all know why I am extremely grateful this season. So you may not see me in front of the camera in December. I promise you this is not the last Motivational Mondays, but you know why. I'm going to be taking some time off to nurture my bundle of joy and my blessing. So I'm also going to be sharing some footage from some of those doctor visits at the fertility clinic, and it has truly been just amazing to be able to see the start of life in real time, which is what that experience of doing IVF did for me. And just, I want to thank my doctors. I'm grateful to my doctors. I'm grateful to the midwives. I'm grateful to my doula. I'm grateful to God, obviously. I'm grateful to Oliver. I'm grateful to my entire village, my mother, my best friends. I'm grateful to just everyone who, when they found out that we were expecting, just wrapped their arms in love around us and gave us the biggest congratulations. And sharing the story for the first time with a lot of people on social media really brought stories from other people, and they felt compelled to share their story because of the story that I shared. So I look forward to introducing you all to baby Bailey, and I am just so grateful for my double rainbow baby. And we know that at the end of the rain, there is always a rainbow. So after 2 losses, this baby is our double rainbow baby. So this baby is extra special, truly special, and just a blessing from God. So thank you for being here with me on this Motivational Mondays. Thank you for being here all year. If you've been here all year, and if you haven't been, welcome aboard. It's good to have you now. But this is what we want to do. We want to make sure that we help you start your week and even your life in a truly positive space, knowing that you can do everything and never, 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 never lose faith. Oliver is tying up my hospital gown.
You gonna initial right here, acknowledge who you are next to your date.
Getting all prepped and ready for the transfer.